lots of different jumps, lots of different jump components in my videos lately. And something that I have wanted to do for a while is to make a pair of brick wall boxes that will go with my brick wall standards. And I was able to make these boxes using stuff I already had. So I didn't have to go out and buy anything. So basically, I got these boxes for nothing. So that's what I want to show you guys today, is how to make boxes and then how to faux paint them in the brick pattern like we already did. Hi again, it's me, Lisa, the Budget Equestrian. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, box building, welcome. I wanted to share with you guys today making boxes for fillers for jumps. And if you are showing in hunters, even sometimes in jumpers, they will have different fillers in the jumps that make the jumps a little bit scary looking and definitely more challenging. So in order to be successful in the show ring, you really should be practicing over that kind of stuff in your own daily schooling practice sessions. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to invest a lot of money into ready-made jumps. They're really expensive. Yes, they are beautiful, but it's something that I know that I can do myself, and I'm pretty sure you can do it too. So these boxes I made using scrap lumber that I had and that my parents were going to get rid of. So I turned some siding into boxes, and I'm going to paint them too. But first I want to show you how I made them, and then we'll go into painting them. So the first thing I needed to do was find some scrap lumber. So I found some 2x6 lumber, and I needed 2 pieces for each section of the box. And my boxes, I made them 44 inches long, so I had to cut the pieces to be 44 inches long for the top and bottom. And then I had to do it again for the other box. So again, I needed 2x6 lumber that was 44 inches long, times 2. And then I had some siding that my parents had given me, and I needed to get some pieces that were going to be at least 44 inches long. So I just grabbed a couple of pieces of the siding, made sure it was in the right direction, and then cut it to 44 inches long. And for this, you need 4 pieces. So I had to cut 4 pieces that were going to be the length that I needed them to be. And I was just using my jigsaw. It works really well. And once all of the siding was cut, then it was time to assemble the box. So I took one side and attached it to a 2x6. Then I flipped it over and took another piece of the siding and attached it to the 2x6. And on the siding, I put the pattern side in because I wanted a smooth surface. So I put the smooth surface out, because I'm going to need that to be smooth for when I'm painting, and I didn't want to have a pattern on it. So that's why I did the smooth side out. But if you're doing this at home, you can build the boxes any way you want. Just make do with what you have. And once I had both sides attached, then I took another piece of 2x6 and I attached it to the bottom of the box. And of course, once it was all assembled, then it was time to sand the boxes down. And the one thing that I didn't do that I would recommend is wearing a mask, especially if you're going to be using some type of used siding, because you don't want to breathe in all of those, dust particles. It's not healthy. After I had the boxes all assembled, then it was time to primer paint it with my most favorite primer paint, Kills 2 primer. This is a water-based primer and it dries really quick and it makes a really good solid base coat for whatever you're using it for. And it's very affordable. If you wanted to, you could leave your boxes painted a solid white. Same with your standards, your rails, your gates, whatever you have. You could just use the Kills 2 primer and it would be safe to be outside. And this is the first coat of the primer, and I did do 2 coats of the primer. And after the primer paint had time to dry, then it was time to tape off where I wanted my brick pattern to go. So I made sure to put the boxes kind of close together so I can keep the lines somewhat similar. And then I just taped off where I wanted the bricks to go. And the brick pattern is kind of mix and match. Everything's not lined up perfectly. I like my bricks to be kind of offset a little bit, and that's what I'm doing with the taping. After everything's taped off, then it was time for the main color of the boxes, and this is the same color gray that I used on the wing standards that I made that look like brick. This is why I don't throw my paint away, because you never know when you might need it in the future. And this gray paint worked perfectly for the brick wall and the brick standards that I wanted to make. Now, the fun part, this is where we get creative. The gray is all dry, so now it's time to add some dimension to our brick walls. And I just had some different color spray paint, and I just applied the spray paint in random patterns to the top and the front and the back of the walls. And after that was dried, then it was the fun part, the reveal, taking off the tape and seeing how everything looks. This is my most favorite part of creating any type of faux painting, is removing the tape so you can see the finished product. And I'm super happy with how these turned out. So happy. All right, guys, there's the boxes all done and painted. I actually like the way this paint job turned out a little bit better than my brick wall standards, but that's what's so fun with this. You can do whatever you want. Hopefully it'll match enough to go with the brick wall standards, because this is going to be a part of that jump. Basically, I did this for nothing. It was everything that I already had. Even the painter's tape that I don't really like, but I made do with what I had and made some really cool boxes. These will be awesome. I could even jump over these, put a rail over top of them, and that would look cool even just like that. Pretty happy with how that turned out. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. Just click on my picture at the end of this video. You can subscribe to my channel and watch all my other DIY videos. Again, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay passionate and enjoy your ride.